Right now it is time for our forecast. It's time to bring in Pat Pagano. Good morning there, Pat.
And good morning, walking mat.
My walking mat is okay. It's a set. Of course, it will come on whenever it's 35 degrees or lower. So it's not on this morning because this morning, right now, it's 43 here in Sharon. And it
Hmm.
was 40. I think it was 41 at my house, so it's not on. But part one is installed. That is the one that covers right where you come out of the house onto the landing. Part two is a 5 foot long section that goes to the end of the little deck in front of the house. That won't be installed until next week. But
Oh, okay.
it's still going to be installed in time for winter. Strange thing happened to me this morning. I put my brace on and I'm walking out to the car, and the brace slides off my leg down to the ankle.
Mm.
What happened was is that I've lost weight since I got the brace, and the brace has to be
Oh,
readjusted. Now I could readjust it a little bit, which I did, but I've got to have the company come up to my house. They have to readjust it because my leg is now thinner than it was.
see all the things that you just don't think about when you lose weight.
Yeah. And what was worse about it is that because it slipped down, I was extra careful walking because I had to walk up the ramp to the station. But it was strange. It was just I'm walking, and all of a sudden I feel, boom, it slips down.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez. What the heck? Well, anyway, so that's my exciting story for this morning. The weather looks like it's going to be a nice day today.
Not bad. As I've been telling everybody all week long, this is the day if you want to get out there and you want to start putting your outdoor decorations up for the holidays. This is a good day to start. I don't know if you'll finish, but it's a good day to start. I'm going to do. Did I tell you I'm doing the C7s this year? Excuse me.
Yes.
I'm not doing the miniature this year. The regular little miniature lights. I'm going to do the C7s. I like that feel
It's
of the Christmas has gone by.
That's exactly right, and they're bigger, and you know what? You'll be the only different one on the block.
I'm hoping, yeah. And what's good about them too. If one bulb burns out, the rest of them stay lit.
Yeah.
So anyhow, we'll have a partly cloudy and mild day, 60 to 65. Showers tonight about 40. They should move out in time for viewing of the partial lunar eclipse, which occurs between 2 and 4 a.m.
Oh,
Marshall,
that means
Marshall, yeah, we'll be up, Marshall,
yeah,
and
we'll be able to see that. That's great.
yeah, and the peak time is like just around 4 a.m.
Oh, that's great.
So we'll be able to see that. And then Friday there will maybe a couple of showers around. Windy, colder. I think the sun will poke from time to time. We'll be in the 40s and fall. Teens for tomorrow night. Teens. Sunny Saturday, mid 40s. Cloudy with rain coming in late Sunday in the low 50s. Now, earlier this week, the Euro model was forecasting a nor'easter. The GFS backed off. Then the Euro said, nope, just a front. And the GFS was saying the American model, yeah, it's going to be a front, but a low is going to form on the front and retrograde and give us problems next week. The Euro is not in that camp, but the American GFS model is still insisting on it. So I think Monday we will have rain. Now, Tuesday we may have a few rain or wet snow showers. And then if that system does retrograde on Wednesday, we could actually wind up having some snow and snow showers the day before Thanksgiving. Right now, Thanksgiving Day looks typical. I would call it a partly sunny day. I think for the most part it'll be in the 40s and it'll be windy. So they'll have to deal with that as far as the parade goes. I don't have to deal with it. They
No,
have to.
no, we know who does.
I don't know if that I think that's changed.
Oh, you think they booted him, huh?
From what I heard last year, a couple of people wrote me and told me last year they were using a weather service out of Pennsylvania.
Oh, well, we all know which weather service that is.
No,
No, it's not that one.
no, he's in New Jersey.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I was thinking it was. Well, wait, I forget the name of it. AccuWeather is what I thought it was.
Oh no, it's not that. It's not that either.
Huh,
No, they said it's in eastern Pennsylvania or southeast Pennsylvania,
huh.
like Philly. So I'm thinking that's who they're using. So you know what? Good luck to them.
Yep. Well, it's well, and what's his name? That was the most dirty trick in the world. We're talking about. Pat had a former employee who left and took with him all the list of files of clients and tried to steal all his clients away. But he was smart enough not to call me.
Right?
He was smart enough not to call me.
Yeah. However, you know, um, he did succeed in taking. You realize that?
Yeah,
You know that, right?
yeah. But you've built back a lot of those.
Yeah. There's some that were very what's the word? Very close with him. And again, in the movie industry, they don't stay with one production company. They move around.
Yeah.
They get hired on different movies. And whenever this particular production assistant, and she's from Atlanta, whenever there is a movie going on there, someone else will call me and ask for the quote. 9 out of 10 times we get it, and then when she sees us, she immediately pulls the plug and gets her friend.
Yeah.
And it's happened once too many times.
And there's not much you
Or
can, there's not much you can do about it.
there is not much we
Yeah.
could do about it. And I'll tell you, the other thing is that that's what happened with Ozark.
Yes.
Remember, we had that
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah.
and that's what happened. And I had a feeling it was going to happen, and it did. So, what can I do, folks? There's nothing I can do about it at all.
Okay. Now I've got another movie for you to put on your
Uh
list.
oh. Uh oh.
I watched two movies off of Netflix last night, yesterday, and they were good movies, but they were fun movies. One of them's called Red Notice.
Red Notice.
Red Notice, and it's fun because it stars what's his name, Dwayne Johnson and Ryan Reynolds, and I love Ryan Reynolds. He plays every part he plays with a great sense of humor. Doesn't matter what, and it is a fun movie to watch. Red
Red
Notice. It's a who done it, and it really does keep you guessing. I bet you'll be like me. You'll figure out the basic end of the plot before the end of the movie, but it's still a fun movie to watch.
Okay.
Red Notice.
Notice. All right. See if I have some time to watch it over the weekend. I told you what happened with me with the charges from Amazon, right?
No.
I noticed. I usually don't look at my checking account all that closely because I really don't make many checks at all these days from the checking account. Everything is paid with the
Yeah.
debit card, and I see Amazon Prime, Amazon Prime, Amazon Prime, and I see $8.99, $7.99, $6.99, all in 2 days. So I called my bank, and they said you're going to have to call Amazon to find out what the story is, and I did. Those are channels on the Amazon Prime that are not free. And when you click on them and you watch a movie, you automatically are subscribed to them. And I was getting charged for over 1 year. I was getting charged for these 3 different subscriptions on Amazon. So I lost that money. It comes to about $25 a month. And now finally, of course, I canceled it. So when you go on, folks, when you go on Amazon Prime, you make sure that when you go across and you click on the movie you want to see, make sure it says at the bottom there, included with Prime. If it doesn't say included with Prime, get away and don't do it. Otherwise, you're going to wind up subscribing to their channel.
And that happened to me, but I noticed it. They charged me for Flix, Epic, and another one. I saw that immediately, and I canceled it. And if you're a member of Amazon Prime, and that credit card covers everything you buy through Amazon
Right.
Prime. They don't have to ask for an additional okay.
Right.
So yeah, you have to be careful there. Yeah, I had 3 channels that I had to take off.
Yeah, see? So, just a little bit of advice for our listeners who, like me, may have never ever noticed it. Thank goodness I did, but otherwise I would have been still paying for it.
Yeah, you got to look down on those things.
Yeah.
All right, so right now Thanksgiving looks like just a blustery, windy day.
No, yeah, windy, blustery. I'm thinking, somewhere 45 to 50 degrees. And could there be like a lone shower or flurry around? Yeah, maybe, but for the most part, dry.
All right, all right. I'm having trouble getting people to work on Thanksgiving. My dog watchers and stuff like that this year. First time ever.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, join the club, I guess.
yeah, yeah. First time ever.
I told you that, what's his name? Jamie Simpson
Yeah.
is going, and the new gentleman that'll be taking his place is Dan Henry.
Dan Henry.
Right.
That's a radio name if ever I heard one.
Yeah, it's good radio name.
All right, Pat. I want you to have a good day, and we'll speak to you mañana.
Okay, I'm going to get those lights up.
All right. Take care, Pat.
Bye. Bye.
Pat Pagano this morning in the Weather Center with a check on our tri-state forecast here on Robin Hood Radio.